Well, this is awesome. I'm just testing one of my small electric dipoles, and this is monitoring in VK5. So that is my signal there, and the signal on the right there is from Dural. That's VK2WI, a beacon. That's running 35 watts, I believe, and it's an 80 meter dipole, 10 meters up. Mine's a tiny electric dipole running 5 watts on a micro SDX. Yay! I ordered one, it arrived today, and I'm extremely happy with it. What a fantastic little radio. For the price, Jesus Christ, that's absolutely amazing. So yeah, just running the little micro SDX. I've literally got a little Kia going on, sending a beacon there, and yeah, it's absolutely doing phenomenal. Of course, as I look back, it takes a dive, but it's also doing very well up into the Hunter Valley and also into my local area. Like that's in VK5 there, but across the other side of Mount Dandenong, which is quite an obstruction, is Croydon, VK3KHZ, I think it is. And it's getting out well out that way too. So it's doing well in numerous areas. Tiny electric dipole running 5 watts. As you can see there on the meter anyway, that's on the 20 watt scale. So around about 5 watts there. So phantasmalogic. Now, the antenna is actually quite a long way away. From my station here, which is, by the way, other great news. I got sick of having random experiments all over the house and decided to set up a workstation finally, because I had everything packed up and then I injured myself, and because I couldn't do anything, I started experimenting and unpacked things, but I had nowhere to put anything. So now at least I have a workstation. Yes. And kind of a Radio Shack. It's a tiny little thing. So from here, it's going through the ATU, and then there's coax going down there and out the window. Then it has to go all the way across the garden, way up the other end, towards the antenna. Now the coax actually doesn't go to the antenna all the way. The antenna has its own short length of a unique transmission line. It is a different system I'm running. So at the end of the coax is a little module that I've created that has like a regenerative coil feedback loop system, and it creates a mirror image as well as it has an output and a mirror image output in the opposite electric sign. And that then feeds to the new transmission line. Now the new transmission line is different. It has a braid like coax does, but the braid is not connected to the coax braid. Right? It's a floating shield. Inside the braid is 3 conductors. Two of them are the feed. One of them, let's say, the positive while the other's negative. Of course they're alternating, but the 2 different E-field signs have a wire each up the middle of this transmission line. But there's also a 3rd wire up the middle of the transmission line. So you could say it's a 4-conductor line. There's a braid with 3 inner conductors. 2 of them are the 2 different signs in the E-field, and one of them is, you could say, like a ground return, but it returns to nowhere. It comes down to the bottom of the transmission line and terminates within the shield. So it's just somewhere for a back EMF to flow down to and then back up. But anything that happens on that wire, of course, capacitively couples with the other 2 active wires, and it's all held within the shield. So it has that very short section of its own transmission line after my little module, and then the actual electric dipole is very, very small. It's no bigger than my antenna system that's on my car, my electric E-field antenna on the car. It's about that size. Probably even smaller actually. But there you go. So she's cranking. Just thought I'd do a little video. Not too bad at all. Electric dipole, giving VK2WI, I nearly said AWI, a run for its money with 5 watts on a micro SDX. So good news across the board. Stoked with this. Arrived today, and I didn't know it was arriving today, and I was already setting up this station today. So happy, happy, happy. Not finished yet. I've got my new oscilloscope to come in, and some other test equipment that was packed away. Might as well, while I'm in experimental mode, might as well have a place to work with. And when it gets cold, I got the wood heater. Okay, there you go. I'm excited. 7.3, and thanks for watching.